Okay, I'm going to be streaming more The Wolf Among Us. I believe this is the end. So yeah, because I believe we're episode 5 we're on, and I think that's the last one. Pretty sure. So let's get started.
About all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Same.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Oh, burn. I wonder if he has like special powers or something. Like, why is everyone
Very good.
afraid of him?
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking
What about that girl?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're
With
trying
that
to
girl who
say
got her
that I'm
ribbon taken off.
responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Hey,
He
I was good to
beaten
him.
mashed apples
That
while
wasn't
under
me.
your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Exactly.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Hey, come on now.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Yeah, she should know stuff.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
Why isn't her ribbon gone
I
though?
wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him.
I'm winning
Georgie
the
would have
crowd.
never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Is there other girls?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it
I guess it
firsthand.
did.
He's
Show them.
guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well
I could have
done,
killed
then.
you before, okay?
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you answered
We should
yes
vote.
to yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it
Then everyone will be
democratic.
happy.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Oh,
That makes sense to me.
is it gonna make me choose?
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Please,
Snow.
I don't
Just-
want to choose.
Do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off. Oh, lock
Do
him
what
up.
you think is right.
Throw him down
Teach
the
him a
witching well.
fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this
Oh, darn it. I took too long to decide. That's what happens when you're indecisive and play games like this.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Throw him down the
Finish
well.
it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
I'm gonna lock him up. I can always play through and see.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't
What
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right. Do it.
Because, you know, just killing him is the end of it. The North Wind blows. Achievement unlocked. Because if he's in prison, you know? Oh.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
The game's not working again. Main menu. Gotta replay that. That happened once before. Play. Hopefully it will let me, like, is there a checkpoint or something? Continue. Okay, yeah, there is. Awesome. 1 day later. It's probably because I kept the game on, because I didn't, you know, put it on the right spot to, you know, actually close the game. Because I wasn't playing, like, the actual episodes. Oh, this is different.
Not what I was expecting.
He's a bird?
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he...
Crows can actually talk.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
They've triggered.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
What happened to Colin with the beer? So they're going.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit!
You forgot these.
What happened to the money that I
Thank you.
gave him?
It's
for the
been
glamour?
pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry
did try
about
to
all
help.
this. I tried to help.
Just
I
why
did.
the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Oh.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you
Well, maybe the
give
farm
this
will
to
get
Miss
more money.
White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah,
sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'll just
I'm
say
sorry,
I'm sorry.
TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Wonder if, like, I think there's
Bye,
supposed to be a
Mr.
second
Wolf.
game.
Goodbye, TJ.
If you get to go to the farm or see how it is, or... What happened to Colin giving us beer or having beer in the elevator? Was that just like a total game glitch? I'll just say sorry.
Colin.
You got another one of those? How about
You
a
gonna complain
smoke for the
about it?
road? One last time?
I'll give him the pack. Gonna be a good buddy. Even though, you know, I don't agree with smoking, but it's a
Thanks,
game, I
Bigby.
guess.
Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
I'm trying to be a good guy, okay? In the game.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
I'll try.
Yeah, me too.
Grandmaster Librarian.
Saying goodbye?
You're leaving.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Remove the ribbon. That's pretty
Listen,
rude.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Well, that triggered her. Oh wait, no, she wasn't triggered. She smiled.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I don't know.
I guess it worked out in the end.
I didn't kill him,
Can't
so...
hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, That was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
So I guess I was really close to the end.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
So that decision doesn't make sense. Happily ever after. Let's see, what did you do to Georgie? You and 68% of players killed Georgie. Like, he would die anyway. Put him out of his misery. So a lot of them gave him a trial. Oh, so not, well, that's pretty close to half anyway. Decided to imprison him. Aw, people didn't accept the gift. A small amount, but that's rude. You and 54.8 players said, I hope I've done some good here. Huh. Nice. Special stats. You impressed her with your detective skills. You fought him after the interrogation. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You sent Colin to the farm. Okay, come on, I didn't send him to the farm. He had to go regardless. You took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. You confiscated Dee's money while he was in custody. Yeah, I did. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. You smashed up his place. Okay, I smashed one thing. One thing. You drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. You went to his place first. You prevented him from dying. You brought her along with you to the Trip Trap. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Nice. Oh, okay, I guess I can skip that. It already showed the credits. Continue the story. Pick up a oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. So I guess that's it for this game. What's the extras? Player choices. Book of Fables. Are these worth? Yeah, they're not really worth looking at. There's some that are locked. What's that? Winter Wolf. Bigby's mother. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind and bore him 7 wolf cubs, but he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the run of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. This is kind of interesting. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was large enough to confront his father and finally make him pay for the pain he caused his family. Aw, that's sad. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it possible for him to drown. Huh. Mare's loyalty. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Huh. I wonder what about the Crooked Man though? Like, does he have a special power or something? When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community of concerned parties. However, exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations, and the extent of which policies are upheld depend on who is being charged. The New Order of Snow White in charge. I'm gonna read a couple of them just because they're interesting. And the stream's really short. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the Director of Operations and Deputy Mayor in his absence. Many would say this promotion is a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown and personally ensured that many Fables made it to the new world safely. She also been doing the work of Deputy Mayor unofficially for years. Sheriff Bigby. After fleeing his homelands, Bigby will spend many years wandering through Europe, with the Fable colony quickly developing in the New World. Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into human form at will. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many Fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. Oh, so he can't actually go to the farm. Let's see. Nerissa's story never had a happy ending. She's known as the Little Mermaid, the young girl who gave up her tail for a pair of legs in the hopes of winning the heart of a handsome prince. When he married a princess instead, Nerissa was left heartbroken. She made the journey to the mundane world, hoping for a better life. Now she dances at the pudding and pie, but each step she takes feels like walking on shards of glass. She has very little left, but finds some comfort in the company of her fellow dancers. Let's see, there's one that I wanted to specifically read. Right here. Donkey Skin Girl. Faith, otherwise known as the Donkey Skin Girl, made it through the exodus from the magical homelands with the clothes on her back, her husband, and nothing else. She was once a beautiful princess, happily married to Prince Lawrence of a neighboring kingdom. Her life should have had a happy ending. But the mundane world, or Mundy, is it supposed to be Mundy? City of New York wasn't kind to her or her marriage. With no money, Faith found herself turning tricks to make the rent for a cheap apartment on the outskirts of Fabletown. She had a difficult life, but she did what she could to survive in an unfamiliar world. Lily and her sister Holly grew up in the homelands together, but had a falling out shortly after moving to the Mundy world. Aimless and increasingly destitute, Lily turned to prostitution, and now she's the second victim in an ongoing murder investigation. Well, I guess that's done. I'm not going to read them all, but that's pretty interesting. It was a good game. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream. I'm gonna see, I might start another game right now, just see how it is, but I gotta get it set up first and stuff, so I'm gonna end this stream and I might be back in just a couple minutes. So yeah, I'll see you soon probably.